Hey everybody, and welcome to Honorbound, the Redemption of the New Guard. I want to say episode 6? 6. Yes. Episode 3. Episode 2.5. Yeah. Let's see. We killed the goblins. Ryan died. The bitch of a half-elf that we were angry at before tried to betray us. We killed him before he managed to do that too well. Then the old man who we had talked to in the beginning was captured, and we met up with him. He's now being held in trial for the murder of the king's son, which is just chock full of loopholes that we've been yelling at. What? What? How does that even possible? Say something now.
I'm talking.
There we go. Now that's fixed. That's ridiculous. That's just yeah.
So that they were here. Chat was hearing your recap. So continue.
Yeah, so continue.
Pass it off.
We
or
went to the
whatever.
court, saw the
Yeah.
the
so
trial.
we introduced my new character
Yeah, introduced
in
Ryan's
that
new
in that
character.
same village.
And now we're on a quest to go find the real murderer of the king's son, which has taken us all over the city of Valis. And I think that's the whole recap.
Yeah, and where
Sure.
we finished
Short and
off,
sweet.
you went into a very shady bar around Michael's district, and you asked for a certain Jonathan. And at that point, everybody just stopped talking. You
yeah.
silence. Yeah,
We asked for
Went
what?
to a
You guys-
couple of bars, but at the end we went.
you are you are in the doorway of this
Jonathan?
bar.
He works for the noble houses. It sound right?
Yeah, yeah.
Jonathan.
He
But
was
none
the
of them know
guy.
that he works for
Yeah.
anyone other than themselves.
Yeah,
But the black.
and his job is not entirely clear to us. I mean,
Right.
sounded like he was a servant. You know, the guy that goes and fetches their jewel work or whatever from that dwarven smith we talked to.
Right.
But now that we've walked into this bar, it's starting to look like he does something a little shadier.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys
Yes.
asked for Jonathan, and at that point, everybody just shut up. There's silence, and you can hear a voice in the back of the room. If you remember the description I gave you last time, there were a couple of tables on the sides, 8 or so people kind of standing around, laughing about, drinking their drinks. And in the back, there was a bigger, rounder table with about 10 people around it that were more loud than anybody else in the room. Everybody,
So there are 18 in total
18 in total, yeah.
ish.
These 8 people, as I said last time, raised from their chairs, and
10
you hear a
people?
voice from
Or the
no,
front.
the 8 to the sides, the ones to the sides.
All right.
Okay,
If you have
raised
anything
from
to
the
say,
table.
because I'm going to keep interrupting. My character is I don't know,
No problem.
It's
used to
Ryan.
these sorts of militia type conflicts. So he's just like assessing the situation. How many are armed? Do they look like they're looking to Jonathan
They
for
don't
leadership?
seem. The 8 that you
Trying to
see
figure out how
don't
fucked
seem to
we
be
are.
armed. They're just normal people. Really look like just normal people, normal peddlers, maybe a farmer or two. The ones in the back, though, they're fully cloaked, and you can see a couple of glints of armor on some of them that have their back towards you.
Okay. Any
Okay.
obvious scary weapons, or probably just concealed blades?
I mean, you don't see any weapons.
I mean, no one has like a two-handed sword strapped to their back, or
Nobody
Anything
has
that I'm like-
any obvious weapon.
okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
And I believe
Good.
we ended last session with Jonathan saying, "Who wants to know?" and standing up or something like that, or
Yes,
who's
exactly.
asking?
Okay.
And I think you guys responded, if I remember correctly.
I don't think we did.
Oh, you
I
didn't.
left it on a cliffhanger, but it's been a little while.
Let's start with that. So you hear a voice in the back, rough voice, saying, "Who wants to know?"
I try and get closer to whoever this person is that's shouting who wants to know.
All right.
Yes,
Start walking down the
yeah, go.
hallway.
I'm keeping alert, sort of like assessing the situation, making sure no one tries to get the jump on us. But I will walk side by side with. Well, I'll stay
Alright.
within 5 feet of Neil. however that turns out to be. So if
Okay, good. And Marfer?
I will
What's
follow
that?
along behind them. I'm not comfortable in bars.
So you guys move on. As soon as you're gonna like pass half
so
of the
none of us
hallway.
immediately respond. It sounds like we just sort of strut towards him.
Yeah.
Is he
He
making himself known? What does he look like? Can you give us a description?
yeah, he has raised himself from the table. And you can see a tall man, pretty tall man, has a small white like chin puff pointing downwards, which he seems to continually stroke with his right hand. In his left hand, there is a jeweled golden cup holding most likely wine.
Thank God, I thought you were gonna say we can't see his left hand.
No, you can see both. He is very detached. He's smiling broadly at the three of you as you approach. Looking to the sides, kind of looking up and down. The people to the sides, the 8 that have raised themselves, 4 of them kind of walk to the entrance and go out.
They
The
leave
entrance
or
you
they
came
block
from.
the entrance.
They go out the door.
Okay, 4 of the guys in the front. So probably just patrons fleeing, right?
Maybe, who knows?
Or is this 4 from Jonathan's table?
No, these are 4 from the sides, the ones that seem to be unarmed and just regular civilians.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Noted, but not
You
particularly concerned.
What's he
you walk
wearing?
in front. He is wearing a small, kind of like leather tunic. Like it covers a small chest part of his body, and he has a kind of cloak
So he's
around
just
him.
wearing a leather bib?
Yeah,
Basically,
I
yeah,
did not
he's wearing a
understand
leather
this. I'm glad that you.
Yeah,
I think he's wearing
he's wearing-
he's wearing a leather tunic,
yeah,
and
like
it covers
a leather-
more than
looks
just
like-
his chest.
It covers more than just. So he's not carrying like he's a leather wife beater. I'm confused.
wife beater. Who
That's a type of
has?
shirt. Have you never heard this type of shirt called a wife beater?
I think it's an
No.
American thing.
Is it? Okay.
It's just
No, I
a
think
tank
it's an
top,
American thing.
a sleeveless tee.
Wife beater.
Yeah, well,
How? What's?
because the type
It's-
of people
it's
who
because
wear
they're-
them usually are the type of people who are.
I think
you know,
I was
domestic.
wearing one on the last episode of Dicing with Death.
You were, but it was red, so it was a little bit more classy.
But they're common among, I don't know,
Trailer trash?
trailer trash, if you will.
You don't have to put the
Well,
quotes
yeah.
there.
Anyway,
Very well.
he's just wearing a cloak under like a sort of leather armor, and besides that, you don't see much. Half of his body is covered by
The
the.
cloak is under the
table
leather
itself.
armor?
Fashion
No, it's
faux
above.
pas right there. Okay.
Call the fashion police. Well, he looks you up and down and motions
So
at 3 people at the table. They raise themselves from the table and say, "Take a seat." While he smiles broadly at you.
I take a stand and
Yeah,
lean
I'm
on the
not-
Take a
table.
stand.
I'm not okay. I still have Neil's back, but I'm not sitting either.
Okay, good. So, why are we here? Whom do I owe this honor? He looks at all of you and
I
kind
think
of
we're
say,
holding off as long as possible to actually talk to just make this situation as awkward and uncomfortable for him as possible.
Yeah.
My character's sort of waiting for Neil to take the lead. If Neil doesn't speak up, or if what's his name, Therin
Therin.
doesn't speak up in a moment or two, I may step in. But
Theron's speaking up.
I was giving, yeah.
Theron's speaking up. I just was trying to remember the name of the dwarf who we talked to, and it's not on my character sheet. I did not write it down.
Which of the dwarves? Are you trying
The
to-
dwarf. The dwarf.
The master craftsman.
Again, or
The
something like that.
dwarf, yeah.
Doesn't.
Delgar.
Delgar. We're here to talk about Delgar.
His smile does not quiver, and he takes a sip, sips a bit of his wine, and then says, "Talk."
No. You talk. You picked up an order from Delgar. Who'd you take it to, and when?
Interesting, man. Seems like this elf, this holy man, and this dwarf. I've never seen
I don't
dwarves
look
on
like
I
this
a holy
start
for a long
man.
to
time.
look back over my shoulder and then look back towards him and just backhand him across the face.
You're not.
No,
You're
I
not
don't let him
at-
finish his sentence. I just backhand him across the
No,
face.
right, let me explain. You're on one end of the table. He's on the other end of the table.
Then I
So unless you,
I look back like what the hell, and then lean forward across the table and smack him. How long is this table? Right? It can't be more than
it's a
2 feet to the other
10-man
side.
table. Yeah, it is a 10-man table, so it's like pretty big. It's a pretty big wide round table.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have like stood on the exact opposite end of the table. It's like a round
Yeah.
table for 10 people
Yeah.
in a bar.
So you're probably gonna have to. I mean,
What
you
sort
can
of
make.
real estate do
and-
these guys have? Do you know how inefficient it is to have a 10-man table in a tiny bar in a city?
Or a round table at all,
Yeah.
anywhere.
That is
So-
wildly inefficient. These bartenders,
you can
and
leap onto
bars
the
really need to
table.
get their shit together.
You could, yeah, you can. I
can-
think you can
yeah.
jump your strength modifier or
I mean, so
strength
you can
skill.
close the
Something.
distance, but you'll find yourself surrounded.
It's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you can definitely do that.
Score.
Um,
What do I roll?
let me see. You just
I think
roll
that sounds.
your.
I surprised even me. That sounds like a free action.
Yeah, it's a. You have an advantage on that attack roll,
And the rest of us will have full initiative.
but I need to roll. Yeah, roll initiative.
Yeah. Not that it matters in the heat of battle, but a little flavor text. My character's only visible holy symbol is on the shield that's sort of draped on my shoulder.
Yeah.
So and
He
covered,
did look at
covered
that
head
while
to
saying
toe in
that.
armor, wielding a 3-flanged flail. I don't look like a priest.
He did not.
I look like his bodyguard.
Yeah,
So,
well, I mean, you can look however. That's the words he used. He didn't
so if he
even
said holy
glance
man,
much
then
at-
he knows who I am.
Do I get my dexterity adjust for melee attack? For an unarmed attack?
No.
Is it strength for unarmed attack, or is it dex?
Strength.
Is your
But unarmed
fist
attacks are very weird in here. I think in fifth, a 5e, I think you only do. You can only do like 1 point of damage.
Well, I don't care
if-
about
if
dealing
it's a
damage. I
mistake.
just want to make sure I hit him in the face. I just don't remember. I don't know the rules for unarmed attacks. Unarmed.
Should figure this out because I am kind of curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
I
actions.
think
in
you get your
combat, let's see.
proficiency bonus though.
Unless you are actually proficient in.
I think everyone is proficient in unarmed
Melee
attack. Unarmed, see under melee attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
195.
When you are unarmed, you can fight in melee by taking an unarmed strike, as shown in table in chapter 5. Where the frick is that table?
Oh, and the weapon table. So it's. I think it's I think it's just considered a simple weapon, simple melee weapon, that deals 1 or 1d2 points of damage or something.
Let's see over here.
weapon table in chapter 5?
Yeah. So it's just on the regular, simple melee weapons. The last on the list: unarmed strike, 1 bludgeoning damage. So you will get
Does it
your.
say what? Does it have like
It's an unarmed weapon, so you strength based, and you get your proficiency bonus.
Okay, but it is strength based.
Yes, it is
It's a melee
strength-based.
weapon. It is no, it is
All,
not.
all melee attacks.
Unless they're
I think are
finesse,
strength-based.
which it is not.
Unless,
Right.
unless you have
I've-
finesse on
I
them.
haven't really studied the monks, but I think they get things that modify their unarmed
Yeah, they
attack.
have improved. Their
They get like
attacks-
martial arts and
I
stuff.
was hoping that unarmed attack would be finesse. Okay, so d20 plus, or 2d20 drop the lowest plus 1, plus 2 for
Exactly.
proficiency bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes nothing. 14.
14. You try to hit him, but he just like casually goes like this.
Fucking
back in a
shit.
bit.
If he's taken by
So he's
surprise, he
got,
shouldn't get dex modifiers, right?
I don't think it does that in this. I think this edition
Even take
Doesn't
doesn't
have
matter
that.
to get dex mods.
You don't. I don't think you have a flat-footed AC. In
No,
this,
I
to
think
be
you
honest.
just get your straight
You
AC no
just
matter
got
what. I was mostly surprised by. I mean, he's got super dex. Like that's like 18 dex right there
To dodge that.
to dodge that. I mean, I guess his armor would be included, but I was basing off the flavor text. If he's dodging,
Yeah,
14
yeah.
dex,
He's just dodging. He
he's
is just doing
yeah.
this.
Okay. Let's
Well
roll
then.
initiative.
Okay. He does not seem to be reaching for any weapon. Just pointing that out.
Sure. Still rolling initiative.
Yeah, no, do it.
So Neil, where did your character end up?
Um,
Did
He's
you
on the
leap
table
onto the
in
table?
front of him.
Are you standing on the table over this guy?
well, I guess
mean-
I wasn't standing when I tried to hit him, right?
Or
I had
you're
to like
crouching?
pull
yeah, you
myself
can.
across the table to hit
You're
him.
basically
Which is kind of
sitting in his cup or something in front of him.
Yeah, this is not how I envisioned this going down. Me sliding across the table to hit him and then missing.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of sitting in the middle of
this
a
is little
table.
awkward.
With like 7 people around and 3 people behind you guys.
Dex.
Okay. So
I get to my feet and draw my weapons.
yeah. Oh wow. Oh wow.
You need to
What
roll
did he
initiative.
say that was so
for actually
insulting?
doing something.
He didn't say shit. I just wanted him to talk. Redemption, guys. Redemption. My guy's not a very nice person right now.
Neil's character is
No.
just like unaccountably violent. I think he's just very angry at the world.
Well,
He-
yeah,
he is
you
very
would be too
angry
if you
for
hunted
killing
down
his-
and killed your family and you were responsible for it.
Have you met my
Okay.
family? I wouldn't feel bad about that.
Yeah, you can say that now, but wait until you've actually hunted them down and killed them. Then you'll regret it.
Okay, I'm looking.
Maybe.
Oh, find the pen.
So does
1
goes
second, I
first?
was looking for a pen. Let's see. Martha goes first. Then we have our enemies, Therin and Bowen. So Martha, feel free to be the first.
I don't want to. Okay.
There's no weapons drawn, no combat yet. So you can have for example, a ready action if you want to give me a condition under which you actually do something.
Is delay a thing? Can I just delay my turn until something actually happens? Because I don't necessarily know what I would want.
That's the prepared action. That's the idea of it. You say I will attack this person if he draws his weapon.
Well, there's normally a
and if
difference
that's-
between delay and ready.
yeah? Is there a delay in this edition?
I'm not aware. I'm not aware. I think it's
Look up.
actions in combat. You can see it. You can see it
Yeah.
around there. I had
Thought
all of this around here actually put up, but since I lost my external hard drive,
Oh,
everything
There's
is
not
ready.
there's not a delay. That's
not
weird.
so.
Do we don't
I
have a
guess
map of this room?
They didn't want the
I
initial
can-
order to like
can
ever
draw it.
change. I think is probably why.
But
Yeah.
when your ready attack goes off, you then are in that initiative place now, aren't you?
No,
don't get to
no, you
keep your
just do your.
it doesn't
you
move you.
have the same initiative. It have the same initiative, but
Yeah,
your
it's
ready
weird.
action goes off when the trigger comes up. Like your.
Yeah, there's really no way to delay. You just sort of skip your turn.
That is the dumbest.
You can
thing
forgo
ever.
moving, taking an action, or doing anything. This is under page 189 on your turn. You can forgo moving, taking an action, doing anything at all on your turn. If you can't decide what to do on your turn, consider taking the dodge or ready action as described in actions in combat. So this is your only
Okay.
chance to.
I have to
I
ready,
guess, yeah, this is your only chance to use your move and your bonus action.
and I have to ready
You
a specific.
can either ready
spell.
or you can dodge, and you have
I
to
just
ready a
made-
specific spell, or
I
just
just
wait.
make your characters a bit more.
I don't. Think I
Well, 1 second.
forget, do I?
Yeah, let me bring out a token for you. Actually, let's see if we can find a cleric guy.
I will take the dodge action.
Yeah.
Do you want to be a
plus
brag
two
guy,
to
Ryan?
AC. Oh no, is it advantage? I think you get advantage. Or they get disadvantage.
Has any attack roll made against me has disadvantage.
Yep. And any saving throw you make has advantage.
Any dexterity saving throw I make has advantage.
Ryan, you wanna be a black guy? You okay with that?
What the heck? That looks nothing like my character.
It's preset miniatures. I can't have all of them.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. But
yeah, we're gonna change it in a break. 1 second, Bowen, Therin, Bowen. Here we go. You guys are both here. The rest of the room looks somewhat like a big hallway. Second, there are a couple of tables over here where people sat around.
Oh, so this isn't even like a big table in the back. This is like a big table in the middle of a room.
Where is there a bar?
Yeah.
Okay, behind.
This is the back door you can obviously see, and this is over here is the door that you guys came in through. And nobody is in this room besides the people that you see right now.
So 4 more people fled without us noticing?
Yeah, the 4 people behind you. The guys over right here.
And those guys moved to the door without us noticing?
No, that's their. That's what we're gonna be doing next. They were behind you guys, and that's what they were doing. So whatever you guys are doing, they're gonna go there unless you make a very big noise, though.
This
because they
feel
did
right
raise. They raised themselves
Whatever.
from the table to with
I mean,
a couple of chairs.
They did that before initiative was even rolled?
If you're going to describe that, okay, all of this happened without us noticing, sure, whatever, you're the DM. I was trying to describe my character as alert, and it looks like 4 people left the room without me noticing, and the 3 guys that stood up from the table somehow got behind us instead of like next to us.
Yeah,
is that what happened?
That's a oversight. No, that's oversight. The guys are still there actually because.
So I feel like these 3 here should be next to us or next to their friends.
They're pretty close.
Like I wouldn't have.
It's not to scale again. They're just basically behind you as you guys moved in. Or to your sides, I guess, because you never did move to us.
And then 4 of the patrons left.
Yeah.
So after I took the dodge action, their initiative came up, and they just decided to clear out the bar, right?
I think this was before combat even started.
Yeah, because you did say earlier that 4 people just got up and walked out the door.
But there were another 4 that were still there, and I guess those left at some point after.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so on their turn, what happens?
Jonathan takes a step back, takes another sip from his jeweled goblet, puts it around here, and just says, Now. Do you always do your talking with your hands? That's rather unprofitable. He doesn't do anything for the rest. The other people raise themselves from their chairs and put their hands in their cloaks. And don't think anything weird about this, but you hear a stroking sound.
Stroking sound, huh?
They put their hands in their cloaks and you hear a stroking sound?
That's why you hear a stroking sound. Okay, next in line for our turn is Therin. So Therin, you're prone on the table. What do you do?
I stand up and point my sword at Jay.
Ooh.
Okay. As soon as you take your sword out, everybody else takes their sword out.
They had ready actions to draw their weapons. They all rolled better initiative.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they all rolled before you.
They just went. Yeah.
Okay. It's fine. I still draw
point
my 2
your
swords and say to Jay.
I will say again, out of character, since their ready to action was to draw their swords, they can't have a ready to action to attack you.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And I say to Jay, tell us who it was for right now, and I ready an action to attack him if he does not comply.
If he does not comply.
Yeah, if he does not answer my question with a name, I will make an attack at him. If he's got high enough dex and 7 people surrounding him, he can survive a couple of hits. Is what I'm thinking.
The question is, can you survive them?
Yeah, well, he's got to answer something.
Yeah. So Bowen, you're next.
Okay.
Oh, because Jay hasn't gone yet.
Yeah, he goes.
Jay
oh wait,
went.
he
No,
just
Jay
went
went.
before you. He goes.
He
He
just
went.
went.
He
just
doesn't,
talked
but he
to you.
can't answer a question. He can give me. He can
No.
either reply or not.
And not
reply.
unless we house rule.
You're not even allowed
unless
to
we
say
wanna
things
do-
out of turn.
Nope.
No,
Unless we make that a house
there's
rule,
no
which I think we
flexion.
should.
What?
Yeah, I think
You cannot
yeah,
speak
yeah,
it if
we
it is
had
not
this.
your turn.
we
What?
had this problem. We had this
I think
problem.
what that.
in
I
the
think
first
this is.
episode.
I think this is put in place for less experienced players. Where like,
Yeah.
so I mean we've all been around tables where there's someone that's new or that's insecure and they just don't do anything ever, and they never get to. Their character never speaks up, and
I think it's best that we make this our first house rule: free action to speak a short sentence.
Yeah, I mean, around is
or
6
as much
seconds.
or just as much
so-
as is reasonable. Yeah,
Yeah,
a few
yeah.
words.
So
which is also
he responds to you.
So I
Now you know I can't do that,
I attack then.
so you can roll your attack.
Oh yeah, totally. D20 plus. Oh shit! I went with archery fighting style, and now here I am meleeed. Whatever.
What weapon do you use?
My 2 short swords.
Oh, by the way, you guys.
You get
leveled
a
up
second fighting
last
style in a few
time?
levels.
Yeah.
Do you want to say anything about what got even more interesting with your characters as you leveled up?
Archery fighting style. I now have +2 to hit with my bow.
Mages don't get anything, so I don't think Justin had any changes, right?
I got my
You chose your school. Oh yeah,
but
that's
it's lame.
Yeah.
The level 2 feature's lame.
but you are officially a necromancer now, right?
Yeah, I'm officially a necromancer. That made sense for my character.
I don't think anybody besides.
Are you imitating the cat, Neil? You were just chewing on a piece of paper and it looked
Yeah.
like something a cat would do.
No,
Cute cat.
it's a weird day
In
today.
fact, that cat is
I
more
have my
well behaved
dragon.
than Neil.
Whatever, it's a weird day today. I'm chewing on
No,
paper.
he chews on paper too, but not at the moment. Not when he's getting affection.
Okay, so roll your hits, buddy.
I rolled a 12 and a 19.
19 hits.
D6. 2 damage to him.
You just make a small cut on his cheek, and he doesn't seem too happy about that. Though you don't damage him a lot.
I
Okay,
suggest
next
Neil,
in
since we're
line
now-
is
well, I suggest to
Talk.
Neil, since we're now allowed to talk on each other's turns, that I say step back, middle of the table. Just a quick command in battle.
I
We'll see
step
how
back, middle of the
receptive this
table.
character. Okay. All right, then I go next. I
You go next.
deliberately stand on the table, place myself in front of Neil. Neil's now in the middle of the table, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
you're
I'm
now
just, like, right
between.
adjacent to him.
Yeah, you can move with the Alt key. You can move them without being inside of the box. Actually,
I can't find the middle of this table, though.
So
It's not a round table.
it's chill. As long as I don't know. We'll debate the mechanics of what happens when they make their attacks. But I unsling my shield and draw my 3-flanged flail. I whisper to Neil as I place myself. So I guess where I place myself. Stay by my side, and I take the dodge action.
okay. So you take the dodge action. Next in line we have Martha.
It seems like it's going downhill really fast.
If anything, I've gone uphill.
We have high ground.
Everyone's
We
going
should
up.
argue advantage.
This is just such a bad idea.
Or is
Right.
it?
This is a terrible idea. You can't possibly
Or
think this
is
is a good-
it? It's so crazy, it just might work, Justin.
I like it from the beginning of Honorbound. I think Justin has not been okay with almost anything that Neil has done with his characters. It's like I don't approve this. I don't approve this. Nope. Nope.
Nope. All right, I'm gonna try and calm things down a little bit by just singing a little bit of a lullaby and put everyone to sleep. 24 HP of sleep.
24 hit dice worth of sleep? Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. This
HP,
is the
not
most OP.
HD.
It's 5d8.
This is like the most OP spell you can use at early game, like early levels.
Yeah.
Let's see over here. Yes, I need to roll this.
Actually, that's really high. I got an 8, a 7, a 7, and 2 ones. The 2 ones are kind of suck, but it's way above average.
One sec. Rolling multiple HP over here. Okay, so you managed to get 3 of them over here to sleep. So the ones 2 around here, the one that pink, and 1 here. So I'm gonna put like a small
And there's 8 people have left, so there's 10 people still here, and 3 of them are now asleep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There were 11 people around the 10-person table.
Yep. One person too much. 1 person too much. So we have 7 people still awake. 7 people still awake. Okay, so that happened. They're just dozed off, it seems, in the middle of combat, and now their turns. The 2 around here take out 2 clubs and swing at Martha. Martha, you don't have the dodge
those
action
two back
anymore. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
One sec.
Okay,
So how's it going?
Good.
going well.
Exciting.
I think we might all die, but other than that, it's fine.
Well,
We'll
that
see.
means we get to make new characters.
I don't want to make any new characters.
You don't want
Right.
to die every single
I have-
episode?
I have to say, I was watching the VODs. I was like back with a new character within less than an hour. It was like
Yeah.
half-hour game time. I'm a legend, but that was extremely stressful.
Making a character and shut
Making
short notice?
Making a character like on stream with a time constraint. I mean, I guess there wasn't actually a time constraint, but
Yeah.
it was not an experience I would like to reproduce anytime soon. So, Chucky, we can't hear you.
That explains it. You take 6 points of damage from one of them hitting you above the
Who's
head,
you?
Martha.
Ow.
Okay.
It's me.
Martha.
Do you have high con or is that 0? Oh, you leveled up. Nice.
I leveled up.
Yeah, level it.
I have 13 HP total. I have 7 remaining.
Nice.
Yep. Jonathan takes out a long sword, and the 2 others to his side. One takes out a morning star, and the other another sword. 2 of them just start hacking at. I can't move this. Try hacking at our holy man, as Jonathan called you.
Okay.
That's
They
disadvantage
have
on the
disadvantage.
If we die, we should all be
16 against AC.
wizards.
I have
with
AC
sleep spell.
19. I am
19 AC. You're impervious.
6 feet of steel.
6 feet of steel. You're
Head to toe.
not even close. They're not even close to hitting you.
How do you have AC of 19?
Splint mail and a shield.
And the 2 around here take out each of them takes out a small dagger and throws it at Therin.
Bastards. Which ones?
The ones here. Therin, 16 against AC.
16.
Hits or not?
AC is 16.
Okay, good. You receive 3 points of damage.
Oh no.
And Jonathan says, well, I see I have no business men to discuss with. I shall leave you with my men. Ta-da, see you later. And he
How close
starts...
is Jonathan to me?
He just
It looks
moved
like he's
back a
within
bit.
5 feet.
He's definitely
No,
within 5
he's
feet
not.
of Neil.
He's
I'm closer.
not within 5 feet. Neil
Damn you,
slapped
you're
him.
not to
He was
scale
thrown.
maps.
God damn it. And he moved back, as I said, to put like the jeweled cup on the bar.
Uh-huh.
And he never moved from that point. And now
Ah.
he just said that. and he's just moving towards the back door.
So he didn't withdraw
And-
then. Does that mean Ryan gets an
He's not
attack
within
of
5.
opportunity?
Chuck, you
No,
just said
he
he's not
did-
within 5 feet, even though
He was
How
not
is-
between that.
You said the table's 10 feet across. If I'm in the middle of the table,
Is-
Ryan is absolutely within 5 feet of him.
Well, no,
he's saying that there's more than 5 feet between the edge of the table and the bar.
Yeah, but
When
he
he
was
moved-
sitting
when
at
you
the
stepped in.
table. Remember, I hit him and
He
he
got
hasn't
up and
moved.
he got up and he set his glass on the bar
When?
last round.
I said that. Yeah, I
So
said
he
this.
was standing next to this bar, which is farther away from the table than 5 feet.
Well, then wouldn't Neil have gotten an attack of opportunity when he moved? If he didn't use
He
the disengage action?
disengaged. He could have
Oh, he
disengaged.
disengaged. Okay.
He just moved and put something back. They already had in his hand. Just put it on the bar.
I am skeptical.
I'm a little
Neo
skeptical,
and short-term Amiros.
but
I'm mostly pissed that he's more than 5 feet away from me. We need to get my character a halberd.
Yep,
Are
he just
the-
moves in the back.
The people with the blue squares are the sleeping or the awake?
They're sleeping.
they're sleeping.
24 hit
Sleeping.
points was 3 people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're in trouble. This is not good.
We'll see.
Okay, so then we have he just moves and opens the door, and you don't see him anymore. Yeah, he can do that. He's not there anymore. Just not deleting him yet. Next in line, after we have him, and all of them attacked Therin.
It's Therin. Go for the bow.
All right.
Can-
Drop the short swords, point down. Hopefully they stick in the table so I can pick them up easily again. But, whatever.
They don't stick on the table.
They do not stick in the table?
No,
Too bad. Pull out the bow,
they just cling.
take a shot at him. Is he still within range?
He's out.
No, you don't see him anymore.
No. Okay. If he's actually out the door, I will turn and fire an arrow at this guy.
Good, do it.
No, there are no penalty or bonuses or anything for high ground or flanking. There's no bonuses for hitting for positional.
You can
No,
no.
I
You can
looked
argue
into- I looked
advantage.
into high ground. I looked into high ground, but it had nothing about it.
It's. I mean, there's nothing for any of this stuff.
Yeah,
they
there's no
lumped it all
bonuses.
into advantage.
Yeah.
And high. I mean, I don't know about a ranged attack, but I would argue that high ground melee attack should give you advantage. Like,
Yeah, ranged attack
the
definitely. I don't see
sections.
any advantage there. But D20 plus 7 is a natural 1.
You
Uh-huh.
critically fumble.
Lovely.
you only get one attack
Yeah.
with your bow around.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, you fail completely to hit him. You just try and just put your arrow on your bow and just shoot up in the ceiling, and in a random place.
At 5th level, I
ne-
get 2 attacks.
Bowen, what's happening, Bowen? What do you do?
Isn't Martyr before? Oh no. Okay. Is spellcasting mod just your stat, or is it your stat plus?
It's stat plus
Plus
proficiency.
your proficiency.
Okay. Awesome. Include okay. Well, we'll talk in a sec. So I'm going to move over here, so that I'm next to these bastards with the daggers.
Wait, if you move over there, those guys will engage in melee combat with you. So if you're moving from there,
Can I stay within 5 feet of everybody?
not of this guy.
No. Let me think. I'm going to disengage and go so that I'm blocking that guy. Yeah, so that's my action. But as my bonus action, I utter a quick healing word and throw some hit points at Martyr. So spellcasting modifier will be proficiency bonus plus my wisdom bonus.
Plus your wisdom bonus, yep.
I don't think you get proficiency to heals. I mean, it doesn't
It
matter.
says spellcasting modifier.
Oh, maybe you do good. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
spellcasting modifier is. I'm sure that spellcasting modifier
I'll double
is
check.
your proficiency bonus as well.
weird. Okay.
Yeah, as fighters in this edition, fighters get proficiency to their attacks, so do spellcasters to their spells.
So
Anyway,
I'm within
let's go
5.
on.
Okay, well, yeah. Anyways,
You're within 5 feet of these two guys. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
And the other two
so
have melee, so they need to get onto the table or something to fight us, right?
it seems so. So Martha, what's happening?
Guys, just run off. Do crazy shit. Expect me to
Yeah, it
die.
seems to have escalated
Bar.
quickly.
I don't like bars. Told you guys I didn't like bars. It'd be really useful if I was an evocation wizard right now.
Well,
The guy is standing next to me wearing metal armor.
the guy standing next to you is not wearing metal armor. No,
Either of them.
neither of them.
It's unfortunate. I'm not going to be able to use Thunderwave this fight.
Why can't you use it against these guys in front of you?
Well, I could use it against the room, basically, but it would also hit you guys.
Why can't you just hit those two in front of you?
It's a box around me. It's like 15 feet in
Oh.
every direction from where I'm standing.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you hit everybody.
And I don't have a lot of other great options. I could do... I could risk... No, I'm not going to risk it. Okay, so I'm just going to hit one of them with my hammer.
Yeah, you're pretty effective with the Warhammer. What was that? Piano.
Oh,
Cat on a keyboard?
That's a crit.
Nice.
I was practicing the piano there, and I left it on.
Awesome.
Go on.
So that's 2d8 plus... What's my modifier?
Do you have a shield?
I'm not proficient with shields.
Use that bitch two-handed. 2d10.
Oh, you are correct.
The Warhammer is versatile.
Especially the Dwarven Warhammer. 12 damage. So you just bring down the hammer on top of this guy's head, and he just stumbles to the ground, dead.
Was that lethal damage?
Yeah, good question.
All right.
He stumbles to the ground, dead. Blood oozing from his head that is covered by a cloak, and just blood or a small pool of blood on his head. Next in line after that are them.
Well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Is
5
them?
more of them awake.
Yeah. So these guys, let's start with this guy here. He sees his friend down
Which guy
dead.
where? Oh, the guy next to
Uh,
Marker. Can you ping or describe?
Yeah,
in
no
other
problem.
terms?
No. So the guy next to Martha sees his friend dead, and he tries a mighty blow at Martha, but misses with a 13 against AC. Mushroom?
That misses. I have 14 AC.
Okay, good. Do you want the two ones in front of you, Ryan?
Mhm.
Take out daggers and try and stab at you.
Not what I was hoping, but this works.
18
19
AC?
AC. 19.
Yeah, good. None of them hit. And then these two guys over here just continue on trying to stab at you with the wrong swords by just jumping on the table.
Okay, they jump on the table.
Yeah, jump on the table, and one of them tries to hit you and the other Therin.
Okay, all right. Make those attack rolls, and then I have a
Therin,
action.
17 against AC. Neil?
It's
Wake up.
16 AC. I'm plenty awake. I'm reading ranger stats. Trying to figure out what I want to do for next level.
You take 6 points of damage
Ouch.
from the long sword.
And I have the sentinel feat.
the
So when a
sentinel
creature within 5 feet of me, well, there's a couple of different things, but what I'm going to use now is when a creature within 5 feet of me attacks a target other than me, I can make an attack back against that target.
So you just
Am I within 5?
you just
I
like
can,
swing. Yes, you just swing around and slash at him.
yeah, he opens himself up to me in his attack at Neil, and so I strike out with my flail. Yeah, 12.
You strike at the flail, but he is just a crafty devil and jumps out of your way.
Okay. Does the one hit me?
No, he rolls a 15. Yeah, a 15. Okay, next in line after them is Therin again.
Okay, So if I were to move back, they would get opportunity attacks against me unless I withdraw, right?
Unless you disengage, yeah.
Right. But if I would disengage, then I cannot make an attack of my own because disengage is a move action, right? Or is
Yep.
a
Is a standard action.
Standard action.
So unless you have any bonus actions that you can use,
No, and my weapons are on the table currently because I dropped
yeah, just
them.
add to your feet.
Sticking in the table, right?
No, he said
Nope.
they did not stick.
Oh. You can still pick it up as part of your action if you're willing to drop your bow. You can pick one up as part of your action, I think. And maybe even use your bonus action to pick up the other. I'm not sure how that works.
Usually it's like a bonus action to just take out your weapons if you drop the one you have in your hand.
No, you get
So,
a
yeah,
free
you-
weapon draw or weapon. Oh, maybe if it's on the ground, it's different. But typically, you get a free weapon draw with an attack.
Well, there's 2 weapons here on the ground
Yeah.
that we're talking about, so
And they would definitely get an opportunity attack against me for backing up.
Mm-hmm.
definitely. At least one of them. There's only one
Oh.
that's actually attacking you.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be centered on you. It's just a cube. That's really weird. The way they describe this is very strange.
What described what?
Thunder
Wave.
Wave.
Yeah.
Let me just double check the rules here because I think I might want to go for the opportunity attack.
Yeah, they don't get advantage on the attack. And it's a reaction. They can take one reaction. So, like for example, if you were to move, and then Ryan were to move out of the same 5 feet, he wouldn't be able to take an attack against Ryan.
Well, each character only gets one reaction.
Reaction. And some actions like don't let you do reactions.
Okay, I will take the opportunity attack and jump. Well, I guess I'm not trying to jump over the dwarf, but you know, I'm headed.
Hold on. Do you get a reaction every creature's turn or every
Every turn.
every total turn?
Every total turn.
Every total turn.
Okay.
It would be weird.
Yeah.
And yeah, anyway, go on.
I move back. I take the opportunity attacks.
You can move your character, you know?
Yep.
You can take one reaction per
Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
Let's see. Attack opportunity drops down on you, and you're missed.
All right. I take a shot at this guy. This guy I hit last time.
Go for it.
RD 20 plus 7.
You didn't hit.
Right. 17.
17's a hit.
D8 plus, I want to say 5? 3. 11.
11 points of damage. You just shoot him in the neck, and he just falls to his knees and then face down on the ground.
See,
Dead.
Therin? 4 on 3, not so bad. Or not Therin, I'm Therin.
Did you just talk to yourself?
See, Martur? 4 on 3, not so bad.
Reassuring yourself. You're like, okay, this wasn't a terrible decision to get us into this mess in the first place. You're doing okay,
I think-
Therin. You're doing
I
okay.
think besides redemption, there's need of a small asylum here. Okay, so let's go on with Bowen.
Alrighty. So
Bow and smash!
yeah.
Bowen, kill.
Let's go ahead. I have advantage against these guys here. The 2 that I'm above. So he's at advantage versus low ground with melee weapons. Is that what we decided? Or is that not
I
decided?
would say so because if you're prone, like people get an advantage in attacking you on the ground, but we could go for that. It's pretty good. That's
I mean,
okay.
if-
Melee
I
has
guess we can
advantage.
always
Good.
change it, but in general, we're sort of setting precedents for our house rules.
Well, it's not even a house.
Yeah.
So the DM determines what circumstances you get
Yeah.
advantage on in terms of environment.
Okay.
That's actually in the rules, so it
Yeah,
can't be a house.
it's a big table.
How do you
get it?
how do you type advantage? How do you drop? Is it 2d20 d1?
2d20,
K1.
D1 or
Keep one.
K1.
Yeah.
D1 will drop the lowest, K1 will
Yeah.
keep the highest.
So whichever is good.
Yeah. So I bring my flail crashing down on one in front of me. 18.
18. That is a hit.
All right, and D8 plus 2. 7.
7
And
points of
then
damage. You
my character
smack him up.
Okay.
Go on. Go on.
Is that guy still standing?
No.
Okay.
I was going to describe the way he. Go on.
Well, there's more to come. My character receives a stroke of insight. He'll attest that it was from a stare, but those watching
was
they have a
happening
different
underneath the
story.
cloak?
And I see perhaps I see an opening in this guy's defenses. He's shocked to watch his comrade fall, and I use my bonus action to make a second attack, and I whip my flail back up and hit him on the return stroke.
Do it.
Is that like a war domain thing?
It is, and I miss, but it was a cool move
fail.
nonetheless.
The stale is not pleased. You smack the other guy across the face, and he just flew a couple of feet, landed on the ground dead.
Yeah, that's a War Priest level 1 feature.
That's really cool.
When you make an attack, you can make a second attack as a bonus action, up to your wisdom modifier per day.
Wow. Priests are pretty interesting in 5th.
That's, well, I don't know. I haven't read the war domain yet, but I just was told it was good. But that's way better than the life domain one.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, you Martha again.
All right, what have we got alive? So there's
3.
There's 3 alive
All
and kicking,
engaged with me,
and 3 sleep. All right, I'll just jump on the table and walk up to one and smack him.
Do it, dwarf.
Do any of them have metal armor? Just real quick.
The one that's actually in front of you and the other one to its side actually
sorry.
have metal armor. Yeah.
All right, I'll attack that one.
what's with you in metal armor?
I get advantage.
Really? They have metal armor?
Shocking grasp.
Oh, this is not your attack. This is shock and grasp.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a miss though. I rolled double
Both of them
force.
Both of them miss. And next in line after you are them. Both of them slash at Martha, the ones that are on the table.
All right.
So you get-
that provokes an opportunity attack from me.
Yep.
Wow, this war domain
which
is
ones?
really good. You are a
That
much
is
better fighter
this
than.
is my
Yeah.
feet giving me opportunity attacks.
Which one? Which one are you attacking?
Uh,
It's important because only one of them hits.
that one, the one on the right, the one closer to me.
Okay, because the reactions I think go first before the action itself.
Yeah, they function as like interrupts did in 5e or 4e.
Yeah. So you actually this guy
Deals
misses,
damage. Does it kill him?
and this guy is dead. But like as he slashes at Martha, and Martha was about to be just cut across the face, you just smack the guy down.
Not the face.
It's too pretty.
Like not the face. Oh, thank you. Okay, and the other one on the ground takes a disengaged action and moves towards the door.
I don't have any more reactions, but my sentinel feat also allows me to make opportunity attacks, even if they disengage.
And he was like, nerf him, nerf him.
Well, so I only have one react. So
Buff
I mean,
him,
if I'm
buff
engaged
him.
in,
Are you kidding
it
me?
just
Buff.
I mean, I only get one reaction no matter how many chances I get to have reactions. It just gives me more chances to have reactions.
There's
it's-
two
it's
things that are
pretty
at
good.
work here.
Pretty good
One is
feat.
humans get the feat at level 1. The second one is that
Stats
war domain
suck.
clerics are apparently overpowered.
No,
Yeah,
feats.
it
Feats are
seems
very
like it. I feel like I'm more damage output than a fighter.
I don't know. You're
That's-
better than life domain at a minimum.
All right.
Yeah.
Therin takes a shot at the guy running for the door.
Do it.
14.
14. A hit.
Okay, done.
Good.
There's no directionality in this, is there? So we were talking about house ruling that, but there's no back attack.
Nope.
It's not like he loses
Back
dex or
attack.
shield
No.
if he can't
I-
see.
No.
Yeah, I think.
Well,
that's
no,
something
no,
we should
no.
talk about.
In the starter campaign, I didn't get my shield bonus when I got attacked from the behind.
No, yeah, that's something that's
I mean, that was
way
that
too.
was a Chucky GM rule. So, but our enemies should have the same. But this guy
Yeah.
doesn't have a shield.
Yeah, I'm
But
keeping
he
the
still
same
gets
thing.
dex and shield and all that fun stuff from back attacks. For the
Well, we
tank.
said no shield.
Right.
We said no shield from the back. None of them had shields anyway.
Okay. So that makes it my turn again.
Wait, that was a hit, wasn't it?
No,
14
that's actually
miss.
Bowen. Yeah, I'm waiting for the damage. No, I hit. I
Oh,
said
that's
hit.
it.
Yeah,
Sorry, I
14
think
hit.
that's a miss.
No, we were arguing for no reason.
8 points of
8
damage.
points of damage. You shoot him in the back, but he doesn't fall down. Okay, and next in line we have Bowen.
What kind of weapon does this guy have?
Longsword.
That could take me down, but I'll provoke the opportunity attack and chase this guy down.
Okay, let's see what happens. 19.
19 to hit?
Yeah.
Fucking crap. That's a hit. I'm more pissed
Oh.
that my movement is reduced to 10, so I can't even chase that guy. Well, hold on.
Let's see.
Can I stop my move? I can just stop there and decide to hit him back, right?
Yeah, because you can divide your movements and your attacks, but
Yeah,
still,
that's a
the
bummer.
damage goes in. You take 4 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm still up, but let's grumble, grumble, grumble. I have a pencil. All I have is pens, and it's making me mad.
So you can't catch up to him anymore.
No, once you get hit with an opportunity attack, your movement is reduced to 10 feet.
Really? I missed that.
I don't
Yep, yep,
remember that at all.
When I hit with an opportunity attack, their movement is reduced to 0 because of my feet.
That's really
But
good.
in general, it's 10 feet. So I provoked an opportunity attack for nothing. I'm mad. I just hit him back.
Where does it say
You
that?
just throw down and
Provoking
I'll
hit
look
him
it
back.
up in a
Opportunity
second.
'Cause I don't see that under
No
opportunity
provoking,
attacks.
not
It's
provoking,
there.
taking.
Yeah, that's not in opportunity attacks. You might be able to reach the guy.
Either way, it was a miss. But I'm gonna take a second one. Take a second attack. But why don't we settle this opportunity thing? Figure out who I'm actually attacking.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right
Yeah,
now.
because the opportunity attack section of the book doesn't sync.
I feel like I read that somewhere.
I think you're crazy.
First, we have to find it.
It's on
Can't find it if it
page
doesn't
179 on the PDF. Or 195 in the book.
Yeah.
Where's under the disengage action maybe?
Yeah, page 105 is the only place in that index that talks about opportunity
Yeah,
attacks.
there's nothing about reducing their movement.
Yeah. Movement stays.
Yeah, I don't see that, Ryan.
Ryan, you're crazy.
Yep.
Awesome.
Mine's crazy.
All right. Well, I guess my feet is even better then.
Yeah,
Alright,
your
so
feet is crazy good.
My movement is only 20. This map isn't to scale, so I'm gonna assume that guy is only 20 feet away from me, right?
Yes.
Or 25 feet or whatever. Okay, so I missed with the first attack. I invoke the war god, or I don't know, Astair's
Astair.
aspect of war once again for my last time today. For a
19, and you just hit him right in the top of his head. A crunching sound can be heard as his skull caves in, and he just crumples down to the ground. Dead. Bloody mess, you guys making of this bar.
Hey, we were
Next in line,
ambushed.
Marfer. You're not.
We're outnumbered.
We were ambushed.
We were
Really?
ambushed. They were ready
We'll
for
talk
us. They had
about-
weapons and
we'll talk
armor
We'll talk
sitting.
about this after battle. I'm pretty sure they drew first blood.
It totally drew first blood.
No, you
Except
drew
for the
first
fact that I
blood.
stabbed him first.
No, you
Yeah.
missed. Right?
No,
I
he
don't know
cut
if
his
he
cheek.
stabbed. No,
He cut
he
his
stabbed.
cheek.
He's
Damn.
Two damage,
I'll hit the
he-
one
two
standing
damage.
next to me. That's a hit.
Yep, it's a hit. Yeah. You just smack him across the face. He just topples over the table and breaks his head in the process.
We have
Way to mess we
Like-
made.
7. No, we have 6 more rounds till the guys wake up.
Yeah, 6 more rounds exactly.
We're
So
also
we-
at our 1 hour break point.
Yeah.
See you
So why
guys
don't
in
we
5
figure out
minutes.
how to clean up this mess when we return?
Yeah. See you
Dun,
guys
dun,
then.
dun.